have mercy. I hate having neighbors. Oh, oh, it's brisk out here, but not too brisk. The sun warmed it up a little bit, you guys. The sun warmed it up a little bit, you guys. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa. 914, which is the county of New York. We're still stuck down here in North Charleston, South Carolina. And we're on our way down. Got my goggles on. I got everything on. Feel good. Took my shower, did whatever that and everything I had to come out the house. Money. But I tell you guys, you know. So I tell you, it's dark as hell out here. Now yesterday it was cold. It was in the 40s. 1 o'clock, the temperature had dropped to 41. And this is South Carolina. Then one of my peoples from New York called me and told me it was snowing where she was at. But it didn't look like it was snowing too bad. Didn't look like snow was too heavy at that time. Uh, so I hope everything works out. Hope everything is okay up there. hmm Damn. Every time, every time I get these cigars, you guys, they always blow out on my way walking out the house. Now I gotta keep my eyes on the sidewalks and the road because we're starting out a little bit later than what we usually do. Than what we usually do. You know, I don't know if everyone has seen me on camera before. I don't know if everyone has seen me on camera. I thought I was all over the place. I thought I constantly camera up. You know what I mean? One, one of my subscribers thought I was a. Now I know I look like somebody daddy. I know I look like somebody brother. I know I look like somebody uncle. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Oh my goodness, you guys. Uh oh. I wonder if I didn't, I didn't. Oh well, it shouldn't have got cold. hmm It shouldn't have got cold out here. Now you see me, I got my hoodie on. I got my other little type of hat on. I call these sweater caps. I call these sweater caps. I really want the sweater caps with the bib on it, with the little baseball bib on it. You know, the bill, the brim, because those are the hats that I used to have when I was in New York. I used to wear them. I didn't really wear these type of sweater caps, not at all. I believe Birdman left some hats in my house, so I got them in the house right now. The only hat I'm missing, as far as my sweater caps are concerned, is my Dallas Cowboys sweater cap. Shout out to the chat. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the view, and welcome to the chat. You are now in the building, and we are on our way downtown. Walk usually takes me, depending on how fast I walk it, it usually takes me a little over an hour. But lately, it's the shorter. hmm That means my legs are used to it now. I don't have the lower back pain anymore. I don't have the pain in my knees, nothing. So I'm good to go. Whew. I thought for sure the back pains, you know what? I don't mean no harm. When I was drinking, the back pains were the worst. When I stopped and started being more and more active, that's when the back pains went away. You know, I don't have to worry about being in pain because that pain was hurting me. Uh-oh. Here come the trucks. Here come the cement trucks. They make me so sick. I don't know which way this nigga going, but he going. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? But shout out to the chat. Shout out to the people that support my channel. Shout out to everyone that supports this channel. I couldn't do it alone. No, I couldn't. But I posted it on my community wall about Veterans Day. I posted what I posted about Veterans Day. And a young lady in the picture that's posted on my community wall, everyone has heard me talk about her before. She was married to my brother Michael, and they married young. So they were like teenagers when they got married. They were teenagers when they moved out on their own. They were teenagers. They didn't even finish high school yet. And she was pregnant with my niece Sierra. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, she stayed married to my brother for a good 7, maybe 8 years. Then they got divorced. Then she married someone else. Or should I say something else? Something else. That is why I am very dead against men disrespecting women, whether it be on YouTube, any kind of social media platform that I'm on. In the real world, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And she was murdered back in 2011. It was national news. She was murdered. My niece was murdered, and my 2 nephews. And the thing that did it to him, he's in prison right now. And the only reason why he's not sitting on death row, because we, the family members, all voted for death for him. We all voted for him to get the maximum that he could get for the crimes he committed. And this man, he not only killed those 4 people, but before he met my former sister-in-law, Sergeant Crystal Reagan, he had murdered his best friend. He had murdered his best friend over a woman. Shout out to the chat. But I'm going to tell you guys how she met him. I'm going to tell you guys how she met him. She met him when she was working as a correctional officer at the South Carolina Department of Corrections. She was employed as a correctional officer. She met him. They started talking. She started feeling him, started liking him. Then he maxed out. Well, he didn't max out, he made parole. And she allowed him to come into her home. They have a little boy together. They have one child together. That was the only child that was not murdered that night. Anyway, to make a long story short, before he murdered her, before he destroyed her, before he banished her, before he expelled her off the earth, before he vanquished her, they were having marital problems. And then one day, she thought she could talk to him like the way she talked to my brother Michael. When she told Michael, my brother, I want a divorce, Michael said, no problem. No problem. I'll give you your divorce. So they divorced, and she married this thing called John Moses Reagan. I'm speaking his name because I want the whole world to know. And I think I've told this story over and over and over and over again for quite some time. For quite some time. Now, I'm going to put it like this, and I'm going to tell you straight up, young ladies, young women, do not get involved with someone that you don't know that much about. Do not get involved with someone that has a violent past. She actually thought in her mind that she could change him, that she could help him. She failed. She failed miserably. And I'm going to tell you something. She died in 2011. I didn't get over her death. I didn't stop grieving for her and the children until 2019. That was after the woman that had raised me had passed away. That's when I stopped grieving for her and the children. I still talk about them though, every now and then. Not like the way I used to. Not like the way I used to. And what I'm saying is, a lot of times you think you're making certain decisions and it only affects you. No, you got to think about the people that you're related to, people that you've been knowing for years, people you went to school with. When we had the funeral, they had to have it at the new high school. They had to have it at the new high school. And so many people showed up at the funeral. The place was packed with people. It happened a long time ago, but I don't forget. I don't forget, and I don't forgive. And I'm going to tell you something. I got sisters younger than me. And this happened years ago. And I remember my sisters, they had their little families, little boyfriend. And then boyfriends wasn't helping out with the kids, wasn't paying for things, wasn't doing what they supposed to be doing as men. I told my sisters, get rid of those men. Get rid of them. Don't have them around you. Don't have them around you. Don't have them around your children. And you know what they did? They packed them niggas out. They packed those niggas' belongings. They put niggas out of their house, out of their life, out. They were put out. I have a sister that lives in New York. I got two sisters that live in New York. One of them was in a relationship, and she had her firstborn, and the man wasn't doing what he was supposed to have been doing. She didn't even think about it. She didn't even think about it. I said, you know what to do. She put his ass right on out. Put his ass right the fuck on out. I said, because we can't have a repeat of 2011. I'm not going to go through that again. I'm not going to do it. I was sitting in my apartment on 54 Saratoga Avenue, Yonkers, New York, minding my own business, watching TV. The phone rang. My younger sister was on the other end, and she asked me, she said, Arabia, are you alone? Is anyone there? I said, well, my friend P, he just went to the store real quick. He coming right back. She waited for P to come in. So she said, I think you need to sit down. I'm sitting down. I turned off the TV, and that's when she told me. She said, Crystal and the kids are gone. They're dead. They have passed away. And I said, what happened? Was it a car accident? She said, no. Turn on the news. Turn on the news. That thing was national news for 2 fucking weeks. 2 fucking weeks on the news. National. Let me get on the side. On the side. Because it looked like we got the enemy floating around us this morning. I don't trust these people. But anyway, let me continue on with the story. Shall we look at the scenery? So we all went. We left. Me and P, we left that night. We left New York. We went to Newport News, Virginia. I went to my sister's house. We left from Virginia, and we went to South Carolina. That's where the funeral was at. That's where the funeral was at. And I don't mean no harm, you guys. When I got to that house, I blamed my brother. I said to him, if it wasn't for you, Crystal would have never married that clown. She would have never even gave him a second thought if you would have did what you were supposed to have been doing as a man. You know, me and him got to fight. Oh, child, it was a fight every day in that fucking house. Royal Rumble. You hear what me say? Royal Rumble. Me and him. We fought at that house. We fought when we went to New York. We fought everywhere we saw each other. Because I kept blaming him. I blamed him. Even though the other man did it, I blamed him. I said, you knew this man. You met this man. You talked with this man. You know what your children said about this man. And you did absolutely nothing. You are a fucking coward. You're not a man. You're a woman. You're a bitch with a dick. And he got mad. I don't give a fuck. To this day, I don't give a fuck how long it was. I still blame him. When I look at him in pictures, going to the grave site, standing there with his other outside children, because he cheated on Crystal. Oh, yes, he had outside babies. He had outside children. He wasn't faithful to her. He didn't treat her right. He liked to fight her. Domestic violence is a big issue in this country. It's a big issue in our community. And I don't mean no fucking harm, but I do mean some harm. I believe if you purposely murder a veteran, you should get the death penalty. It should be automatic. It should be automatic. After Crystal died, me and Miss Linda, who is Crystal's mother, we was on the phone with each other every weekend. Every fucking weekend. Because we wanted to do something about that. You know what I mean? We wanted to get people in the community together. We wanted to get in touch with whoever the senator was, whoever the governor was at that time. The governor of South Carolina was Nikki Haley. Yo, we wanted a law to be passed just like that. If you murder a veteran, if you murder them, automatic death sentence. Automatic. Shout out to the chat. But we stayed on the phone for months and months with each other. And then I ended up leaving New York. I left New York. I came to South Carolina. And then after, I wasn't even in South Carolina a good 24 hours when my brother called me on the phone and he said, oh, baby, I got something I got to tell you, but I don't know how to tell you. Where is your mother? I said, well, she in the house. So he told me to tell her to come in the room. And he said, I hate to tell you this, but Miss Linda is gone. She passed away. Well, I didn't say much. And I didn't even go to the funeral. I didn't go. And I was determined after Crystal and the children had passed away, that was the last time I was ever going to go to another funeral service. That was the last time I was ever going to go to a wake. I didn't want to go to no more wakes, no more funerals. I didn't want to look at no caskets. For a long time, I couldn't look at their pictures. So, yeah. They say the grieving process never ends. It continues on, but it gets easier after time has passed. And it seemed like it lifted. It lifted. And so, we're where we are now. this is where we are now. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm on my way downtown. If nobody knew, if you're new in the chat, I'm headed to downtown Charleston, South Carolina. I live in North Charleston. I'm from New York, and I've been down here in South Carolina this time since 2014. But I lived in other places in South Carolina, and then finally I had moved to Charleston in 2017. So I've been down here in the South this time since 2014, and I've been in this area since 2017. Shout out to the chat. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. I should have never left New York. I should have never left. Because me leaving from there didn't stop anything from happening. Me leaving from New York didn't bring them back. Me coming down here, staying down here, didn't help nothing. Shout out to the chat. And me and Crystal, I've been knowing her since she was 15 years old. I've been knowing Crystal since she was 15 years old. I remember when I was in prison, Crystal used to let my parents bring Sierra to come visit me when I was locked up. So that's how I met Sierra. Sierra was 2 when she first started visiting. So that's a long time. So I only got to know Sierra until she was a little girl, because I ended up moving from that part of South Carolina, wherever I was living. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's talk about something else. Shout out to the chat. Somebody was just walking on the side of me. Yeah, I hate these people down here, man. I seen him when he was coming. I guess he going to the fucking store. You know, most of the time they don't really bother you, but sometimes if they see you smoking or anything, then they want a cigarette all of a sudden. All of a sudden they don't got no lighter and all this other craziness. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I know not to stop for nobody. And I know if the motherfucker following me too much, to turn right back around and confront. That's it. He doing the right thing by walking down the street. He going to the store. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, I'm on my way downtown so I can try to make some money, you know, because I gotta do some things. I gotta do some things. And I need to work for the rest of the week. So when the light bill do come, the electric bill do come again, I'll have the money to just go ahead and pay. Pay ahead of time and pay the balance of the bill. So I don't have to worry about it no more. I don't have to worry about it. Because it seems like when you pay the bill, they don't wait until the 20th to send the next bill out. They send the bill. Now I believe I should get the next bill today. That's what I believe. I believe I should get the next bill today. And I probably won't have to pay that bill for another 2 weeks. But I'm gonna start working on it right away. Cause these motherfuckers gotta come back out to where I live to recheck everything electrical in there to make sure that there isn't another issue with this electricity. Because I think I told you guys that bill, the last bill I had, and I don't know how the charges got up there like that. Because my bills, that particular bill is always between 86 and 120. Okay, that's how much it usually be. Now around the winter time, it'd be a little bit more, be like $20-$30 more. But this time I seen this bill, and the bill $634. I said, Lord have mercy. I said, something gotta give. But I knew it wasn't nothing I did. I didn't run no lights like that. I didn't play with nothing. Nothing. It's just that one thing, that one issue. Anything that's hooked up to your electricity, and if it just keeps going, let's say it's a maintenance issue, and it doesn't get solved right away, that shit gonna be mad crazy, yo. I talked to that man on that phone that day, last Friday, and he told me, he said, it's something in that apartment, one of your appliances is fucking up your bill like that, because we know, as far as you've been at that address, you never had an issue. The bill was never that high. Never. Ever. I guess they doing some more work on the road, because I see the little light blinking about people detouring or whatever the case may be. Shout out to the chat. Who's in the chat? Mika, good morning, Mika. Good morning, my love. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming in all week, Mika. Mika, you've been coming in ever since I started doing this walk. Like, you've been coming in ever since I've been going live and doing this walk. Because I remember one day it was me, you, Jay. I think it was just Jay. She was in the chat. I'm not exactly sure now. But we was walking in this direction. And I said, uh-oh, you guys, we got to start looking around. And, and then that's when you said, you had typed in, you said, Arabia, I see someone in the bushes. And I said, oh, shit, somebody's in the bushes? Yeah, Just Jay was in the chat. I said, come on, Mika, come on, Just Jay. We got to get the fuck out of here. Somebody's in the goddamn bushes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Shout out to you, Mika. Thank you. Yeah, I sure do appreciate it. So I don't feel so lonely. You know, I don't feel like I'm by myself. I got some company this morning on this road though. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what they got going on, Mika. But I can't worry about that. I gotta get through. Look, I gotta tell these people, look, man, I'm just trying to get through. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm trying to get through. I'm trying to get to this money. You know. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, Mika, you was in the chat that one morning when we saw that coyote. At first, I thought it was a raccoon. I looked, some said, take another look, Ray. I looked, it was a goddamn coyote. I said, come on, Mika. Sam said, whoever was in the chat, I said, we gonna get the hell out of here. We wasn't running, but we sure was rushing. We sure was getting out of the fucking way. Yes, we was. Mm-hmm. Uh oh. I gotta watch the road a little bit. I was trying to see what you was writing. Did you ever go on? Yep, I sure did, Mika. And I did another. See, I have this app in my phone. It's called Indeed. So I've been doing the other stuff that you guys told me to do, and then I go on Indeed because I get a lot of hits for that. So there was one particular hit that I got last night, right? Yeah. And it's for a good job downtown. They pay pretty good, they got good benefits, and if I get the job, let's say I go in there, I get the job, I do the drug test, I get the job, they give you a $500 sign-on bonus, but you got to be full-time. Part-time workers get $250 for the sign-on bonus, and you get that the first week you did. The first week that you were there. Oh shit. I hope I can get through. These people make me sick. See, I don't mean no harm, but these people down here, these people are terrible. They pick the worst times to be blocking off the goddamn street. They just pick the worst times. I wonder if there's a way I could go around all this bullshit. And I've never really taken this other road. Anyway, I just go straight down. Oh, the guys are standing on the sidewalk. I should be able to get through. Yeah, the guys are standing on the sidewalk. I don't know what they doing standing on the sidewalk. Shouldn't they be out here flagging? Oh, I guess they ain't got nothing to flag. And not too many cars this morning. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, these niggas. I hate to say it. Some of these people down here are just so fucking lazy. The white man, the black man, they are so fucking lazy. I have been on jobs, on construction sites where they would shut down the whole site if they couldn't find anyone to read the goddamn blueprints. Where are these construction workers coming from? Why can't nobody read a blueprint no more? Why they can't read a tape measure no more? It's very frustrating because I have been on jobs where, okay, President Trump had been sending all these so-called illegals back home to their home country, right? Well, tell me when some of these dudes started being deported back to their home country that they had to shut down a lot of job sites because they didn't have nobody to put the sheetrock up. They didn't have no painters. They didn't have no electricians. They didn't have no carpenters. They didn't have nothing. They ain't had nothing going on. Let me get out of here because I think it got a little bit of mud on the sidewalk a little bit. Let me see. Because I don't want to start dancing. I don't want to start dancing and fall down, Mika. Because if I start dancing and fall down, slipping and sliding in the mud, and I got this phone in my hand, certain YouTube creators are going to find out about that video, and then they're going to get footage of it, and they're going to play it over and over and over again. And then some people will actually have panels on it, and then all of a sudden someone will create a cartoon of the BT-1000 slipping and falling in the mud, and I just risk it. I can't risk it, Mika. I slip and fall. I'm gonna stay down on the ground. I'm going to call 911. I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to say everything hurt. My leg is hurt. My neck is hurt. My back is hurt. I'm 52 years old. I got arthritis. They just aggravated my arthritis. Now I can't work. Oh, Chad, I'm going to do the whole works. I'm going to have me a walker. I'm going to have me a wheelchair. I'm going to have me a leg brace. I'm going to go to my doctor appointments every week because they schedule every week to go see the doctor. And I'm going to complain about pain that ain't there. I'm going to complain about pain that ain't there. And trust me, if I ain't got no broken bones or nothing, I'm going to go home and break my own damn leg and say it happened. I fell at home and it happened because I was dancing in the mud and fell down. I'm telling you, I will be suing motherfuckers. I be the richest lady in South Carolina. But as soon as you win the money like that, now you gotta leave town. And these motherfuckers, they'll see me walking in the store, all healed up, looking all good, trying to spend some money. You're not welcome in here. What do you think you're doing? Get the fuck out of here. I would have to leave town. I would have to leave Charleston, South Carolina. It wouldn't bother me. Let me slip and fall and hurt myself. I'm gonna play it up. I'm gonna play it up, and please don't let me go home that day. Oh, I'm gonna break my own damn leg and call 911 and say I slipped and fell. And oh, I know how to fix that. And they be like, oh, nothing was wrong with you earlier. I came home and I was in the bathtub and I got dizzy. And next thing I know, I slipped and fell. And that was it. Man, I be the richest woman in South Carolina. I have so much money blowing out my ass. I take the money and leave South Carolina and relocate back to New York. Don't let me slip and fall. I'm going to show you what happens to older women like me that slip and fall. I'm right here in the slip and fall area. All this mud everywhere. They don't cut the grass nowhere. I could trip any minute now. I could trip any minute. But I don't want to trip and fall because I might be holding the phone. And I do not want to see these YouTube creators making reaction videos, laughing, then some fool get up there and have a cartoon of me falling. You know they would do it, Mika. Shout out to the chat. Highly favored. Good morning. Good morning, highly favored. Uncle L, good morning. I was just joking with Mika. Cause they got all that fucking mud on the damn road. I felt like I was getting ready to start dancing. Don't let me slip and fall. I slip and fall, hurt myself, and I hope it's on camera. Cause I don't give a fuck who made the action. I'm gonna be the richest bitch in South Carolina. And then I'm gonna leave and go back to New York. That'd be my ticket. That'd be my ticket on out of here. Away from these demons. Shout out to the chat. I'm trying to highly favored. I was just telling Mika, hey, highly favored Uncle L. I was just telling Mika how I have been on certain construction sites and they didn't have because they was deporting people out of the country. ICE was coming, picking them up and all this other foolishness. And I was telling Mika that it was so bad here in South Carolina, in certain parts of Charleston where they were doing the construction, that they had to shut down the construction sites because they didn't have nobody to put up the sheetrock. They didn't have nobody to do the painting. They didn't have nobody to do the welding. They didn't have nobody to do the plumbing. They didn't have nobody to do the electrical work. And then had nobody to read the blueprints. And I'm like looking at these white men and the black men, and I'm saying, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all can't read no blueprint. Half of them can't even fucking read a goddamn tape measure. So I wonder how they fucking got a job swinging a hammer or doing anything. And half of the time when you go on some of these sites, all they doing is walking around. If you see me and my coworkers, we working. We working. We gotta go up and down the stairs. I remember there was one job they sent me on last week. We was up and down the stairs all that day, up and down the stairs, because they had trash and debris on the building, and we had to get it out. There was no trash box close to the buildings. So yeah, we had to walk through the mud and everything. I remember that day. I remember that day. And then they had the nerve to say, we need y'all to stay to 5 o'clock. Now, I didn't care nothing about staying to 5 o'clock because I knew the time would go by fast right after lunchtime. Because as long as I got me my cigars or my cigarettes, I'm going to take my break regardless, whether it's break time or not. If I'm up and down the stairs for 2, 3 hours, not getting no break, not getting no rest, I'm gonna come outside, stand by the dumpster, and puff me 2 or 3, then go back in the building. Shout out to the chat. Thanks to everyone for hitting the like button. I truly appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you for hitting the like button. Now, yeah. So I'm on my way downtown. Uh, and it's not as cold as it was yesterday. So I'm pretty sure everyone is gonna be there. People are gonna show up. I should have came out yesterday because I know some of those people got stuck at the woman shelter. And the woman shelters release nobody until after 7 o'clock in the morning. And if the people have to go to work, they would have to start walking uh 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to make it downtown, because some of these woman shelters is up there on Remont Road, and Remont Road is a long way from here. It's a long way from here. I've walked from Remont Road back into the Macon, and because that's where I live, in the Macon, and it took me 2 hours to walk. Now, if you walking from Remont Road or anywhere over there, and you call yourself walking downtown, it's going to take you a good 3.5 hours. Shout out to the chat. This is not New York. This is South Carolina. We don't have all night subway. We don't have trains that run uh, after 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. We don't have buses that run until after 5:30 in the morning. And I need to be at this office way before 5:30. Because I talked to my boss yesterday on the phone. She was like, well, just come in today, just come in. So I got to come in today. I got to try to come tomorrow and Friday, because Monday I won't make that clear, because I'm trying to get me a job interview so I can get me on a good paying job so I don't have to worry about scraping and scraping to get the money for this bill and that and the other thing. You know what I mean? If I get me that bonus, shit, I'm gonna put it right on the fucking electric. Right on the fucking electric. Put some on a debit card. So when it's time for me to leave to go to work, I don't have to walk. I can simply book my ride on the Uber or the Lyft. They charge me $10, but I tell you, shout out to the chat. Good morning, Tamika. Yeah, we on our way downtown this morning. We didn't go yesterday morning because it was too cold. I didn't feel like walking. So I did other things while I was at home. I played on my short videos for a little while. Then I filled out applications. I made some phone calls. Then I played on my shorts for a little while. Then I did some more phone calls. I did some more applications. I did my last application last night after 10:30. So, because I'm trying to get me that good paying job where if you go for full time, they'll give you a $500 bonus. But if you doing part time, they only going to give you half of that. And when you go, and these places need help so bad. I mean, they say they need it to be a drug free environment, which I don't take drugs anyway, and I don't drink no more. So I've never had a problem taking a drug test. I've never had an issue taking a drug test because when I was working for the Home Depot, I had to take a drug test. When I was working for Charleston Place, I had to take a drug test and I never had no problem. Never no issue. Shout out to the chat. And I always got the job. I may not have stayed there long. I stayed at Charleston Place for 3 years. And then I moved on. I went back to the temp services. And then I had that other little dishwashing job for a little while. I didn't stay with them very long because I seen they were trying to play me for a fool. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just go back to the temps. So I've been with the temps ever since. Well, trying to be with the temps. I don't know if the temp want to be with me. But you know what? I am becoming a liability because, number one, I'm heavier than what I was when I first started out with them. Number two, I'm a whole lot older because I've been working with this company on and off since I was 28 years old, ever since I got out of the goddamn penitentiary. And I stayed thin all them years. And then after the pandemic came and whoop-de-whoop, and then I started going through menopause. Uh, that's when I became chubby. That's what them dudes be calling me behind my back. They be like, here come chubby. Yeah, they don't call me by my name. They call me chubby. Ain't that something? They are something else. I don't pay them no attention. I don't pay these children no attention. Start paying them attention, I'll go crazy. And not pay them no attention. Because, you got player haters everywhere. So what you gonna do today, Tamika? It's good to see you early this morning. So what you plan on doing? You have a good day out there, man. You too. All right. Yeah. So I'm walking to this office. Not too far away from it right now. I'm not too far away. You know, I'm still a ways away from it. Once I get to where these buildings are at, I'll be like 20, 30 minutes away. It's a 20, 30-minute walk. At least I think so. These walks been getting shorter and shorter, seem like. I remember one time, Tamika, shout out to the chat. I remember one day, Tamika, I had went to the store for lunch, right? And I was on camera because I had went live before I went to the store. So one of my coworkers, he caught up to me. So we had walked to the store together. He went in the store, taking all day in the store. You know what I did? I left. He looked up. He said, "Now I know that little chubby lady didn't move that fast." Oh, you off today? Oh, you off tonight? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's wonderful. Lord, I missed the nighttime shift. I ain't gonna lie to me. I used to have fun on that nighttime shift. When lunchtime came, we had a whole hour to take lunch. I'd be out there eating my little food, drinking my little sodas, and then I would get in the little electrical carts and start driving around in the parking lot. That was my high time. I hated when the carts wouldn't be charged enough for me to ride on. You know what I mean? Because I love to be on camera and just be riding on the little cart. Sis used to go live, and I'd be on the cart trying to trying to hit the trying to hit the link while I'm driving the cart. Oh, Lord, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. That's good. Everyone is getting along in the chat. Yeah, I try to keep this chat, you know, a little entertained. I don't think it's very entertaining. We doing the same walk we've been doing for a couple of months. We've been, we've been doing this walk for a couple of months now. Right, Uncle Al? We've been doing this walk for a couple of months. I think, okay, everyone that's in this chat right now have been doing this walk with me for a couple of months. So you all know the route. You all know the route. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know where we're going. You know the direction. Like if you was to ever come down to this part of South Carolina, you would know your way around. You'd be like, wait a minute, I recognize that building. It was at nighttime when we went through, but I recognize that building because Arabia used to always show it on camera. You know what I mean? That's why I be doing it. And sometimes, like, let's say I don't get on the job, right? And I got to come back. I'll turn on the camera for a little bit and I'll head back in the same direction we just came. So then you guys can see it during the day. Only a few people have seen it during the day. I think Not Worth It has seen it during the day. SJ has seen it during the day. So shout out to them. Yeah. Who else? Who else see me walking during it? I think Lonnie. Yeah. Sometimes Lonnie comes in. And a few other people. Oh, Brooklyn Hood. So shout out to them. Yep. Brooklyn Hood. Not Worth It. Big Greg has been in my chat before. Dialogue with Me TV has been in my chat before. Tish has been in my chat before. There's a lot of people that's been in this chat before. The only one I kicked out of my chat was that goddamn Lou Jenkins. He the only one. No, it been him. I kicked him out of my chat. And I've had to kick Brooklyn Lady Ellie out of my goddamn chat. Yeah, child. That demon thought she was gonna get in my chat and talk shit to me. I said, this ain't Vince. I'ma get your ass on out of here. I removed her and still talk shit to her. Sure did. Don't be coming in my chat trying to disturb my peace and my people in the chat. Yeah, that fat bitch came in the chat talking about Arabia, you are trash. And I said, I booted her out of the chat and I told her, I said, you are worthless, you are pathetic, you are low vibration, you don't mean anything to anyone. I said, you're not qualified to talk about me or anyone in the sector. And I meant that shit. She not qualified. And now that I seen what that Leon from DC looked like, now this is an old shriveled up dude gonna tell me I'm in also dope chat one day. That fool gonna get up there tippity typing. He never hit the link that day. He never hit the link. Not at all. He was too frightened because Just Jay was up there. She was ready for his ass. She was gonna set his ass on fire with her words. So this dude, so I'm getting ready to leave out the chat, you guys. This dude gonna tippity type time out. Arabia has hands like a Hebrew slave. I said, oh, I know he not worried about my hands. He's so concerned about my hands looking like a Hebrew slave. He should have hit the cash app. He should have put $200 in my fucking account. That way, my hands wouldn't look like a Hebrew slave for at least a couple of days anyway. Oh, y'all was in the chat that day? Oh, I didn't see y'all right away. But I saw his ass. He better be glad I had to go back to work because I was going to hit also dope link and light that dude up, man. Don't nobody talk about me. And I seen him. Oh, oh Lord, he did the wrong thing. He did the wrong thing. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Every now and then, I'll look over there at Sis chat, right? That's how I seen what Leon from DC looked like. He was holding up a peace sign, talking about peace to the camera, whatever he was doing, and his hands was shaking and quivering. That man looked like he's sick. You know, talk about my fucking hands. Talk about my hands going up your ass, nigga. Talk about my fingers making a donut. Motherfucker worrying about my damn hands. I bet you if he was in my face, he wouldn't be worrying about my hands. What he worrying about my hands for? Shit, he ain't fucking Birdman. I'll beat that man to death. He worrying about my fucking hands. He worried about the wrong thing. See, that's how I know some of these dudes are faggots. They're worrying about my hands. So that means he looking at my fingers. He looking at my finger and he's seeing how long my fingernails are. He looking at how thick my fingers are. Yeah, my fingers are thick enough and long enough to hit the male G-spot. Don't fuck with me. I'll smoke that dude. I don't know if he's a nigga. I don't know if he's a cracker. But he better leave me the fuck alone and talk about somebody else. Yeah, he worrying about my hands. What about his mama hands? His mama hands must have been up his ass all his life. Goddamn son of a bitch. You worrying about my fucking hands. Worry about he need to worry about when his daddy used to put his dick up his ass. Why don't he worry about that? How his daddy used to have his dick in his mouth and down his throat. Why don't he worry about that? Don't be worrying about my fucking hands. Shit. Niggas worrying about the wrong thing. I ain't worried about him. When I saw him, I said, I know this Holocaust survivor not talking about me. Looking like he, looking like he, look, looking like he at one of them concentration camps. Better get healthy before you talk about me. These niggas talk about me. I must be their daddy. I must, you know what? I don't mean no harm, you guys. I know I'm a bitch and everything. But I must remind some of these dudes about the dudes they used to fuck with. I was looking at my face yesterday. I said, yo, Ray, you look pretty good. If my tongue was long enough, I'd eat me. He better leave me alone. Leon, you better leave me the hell alone and mind your goddamn business. Don't be worried about my hands. My hands are here to choke the shit out of your ass. My hands are here to slap the shit out of you. Don't be worried about my fucking hands. Shit. He looks so sickly, he don't need to be worrying about my hands. I must have doctor hands. Talking about my hands look like a Hebrew slave. No, my hands don't look like a Hebrew slave. You know what kind of hands I got? I got doctor hands. Doctor hands to examine your ass. You keep fucking with me. We gonna count all them pubic hairs. Don't you fuck with me, Leon. Punk ass nigga. He must be watching my videos. Yeah, y'all go back and tell him what the fuck I said. Fucking drop shot, no name, Auburn, drag nasty clown. Another payaso on this shit. Another yag. Yeah, fuck about these faggots around here. I always be burning about the wrong thing. Shit. He must want my hands to be on him. He's so worried about them. Well, my hands are nice and cold. How about that? He want a nice cold finger up his ass. Everybody just ignoring me. They just talking to each other. Uh-oh, they go Arabia just being Arabia. Cause you know what I noticed? I don't have to go to nobody else's chat and hit their panel. I noticed that I don't have to go to nobody else's chat and hit the panel. As long as I can press this button over here, I got a voice. As long as I can do my StreamYards, I got a voice. As long as I can do my shorts and my uploads, I got a voice. Where's Leon's voice? Where's his voice? Because I looked over there. I tried to look over there at his little channel. He's not talking about nothing. Better learn how to cook. Better learn how to take care of yourself. Better learn how to eat. Worrying about my fucking hands. And they're not no old lady looking hands. I got some nice, youthful hands. I got Hulk Hogan hands. I got He-Man hands. I got Skeletor hands. I got Ma hands. That's what kind of hands I got. I should have been a hand model. Where these niggas worried about my fucking hands. what time it is, you guys. I don't even know what time. Oh shit. All right. It's 4:33. It's 33 minutes after 4 o'clock in the morning. So that means I got an hour to get to the place, but I know I'm gonna be there before 5:30. I know I have been in this uh, location before, and I've always gotten there between 15 and 20 minutes. We're 20 minutes away. Shout out to the chat. So highly favored, what's up with you? What's everybody gonna do today? Well, I know some of you are probably gonna go to work, because I know a lot of you be working and stuff. And if you don't work, you're gonna be enjoying your life. That's the name of the game. Enjoy thy life. Enjoy your life. Or should I say it in Spanish? Everybody should know what those words are. Is disfruta tu la vida. Let's say it together. Disfruta tu la vida. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the life. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Word. No, shout out to the chat. Everyone has hit the like button. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? It means a lot. It means I'm going into the algorithm somewhere. I'm going into the algorithm somewhere. Somewhere. I am not the algorithm. I'm a part of the algorithm. Oh, now I know. Wait a minute, you guys. You see this house right here? Wasn't this house abandoned not too long ago? And the house right next to it? Yup. I wonder who's going to move in that house. Hmm. Hmm. Uncle L, you got your coffee? I see you got your coffee in the chat. Shout out to you. I was drinking coffee all day yesterday, Uncle L. I had to drink that coffee, and I kept putting it in my big mayonnaise jar. And after I would drink the coffee and be enjoying my life, like 5 minutes later, I had to go to the bathroom. That's the only thing I don't like about well, that I guess that's with any drink. You know what I mean? Word. Cause you know what? I realized when I used to drink the liquor, I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I didn't have to go to the bathroom like if I'm drinking water or coffee or juice or like when I used to drink my beers, yeah, I noticed I used to go to the bathroom a lot. But when you drink that liquor, you don't have to go to the bathroom. And that's why I don't mean no harm. But that's why a lot of people, when they go to certain parties and shit, they don't want no beer. They want liquor. They want brandy. They want whiskey. They want scotch. They want gin. They want rum. They want something where they don't have to go to the bath if they're going to drink at all. Because I've been in certain places where the people were having a party and they would come in and be like, we drinking. And then the people be like, yeah, there's some beers over there in the cooler. There's some beers over there in the refrigerator. And they be like, nah, That's all right. That's all right. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. And come to find out, they wasn't beer drinkers. They were liquor drinkers. They wanted the liquor. You know what I mean? Word. Oh, we over here by the police department, you guys. So our ride is almost over with. I knew I would be down to this building before 5 o'clock. And the lady, I don't mean no harm, you guys, but the lady don't come until after 5. I just want to see how many people show up early this morning and who's going to show up between 6 and 6:30. For real, for real. Because that's the only way I'm going to know if I'm going to get on a ticket or not. Because if I'm sitting there, okay, let's say I clock in on the tablet at 5:15, right? And I go sit down, or I go outside and smoke me a cigar, cigarette, whatever, or be on my phone for a little while. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a secret about these temp services. If you're sitting there more than 2 hours, you're not fucking going out. And if you do go out, you're going out on a ticket that is only going to be for maybe 4 hours or 6. You're not going to do a full day. The only way you're going to get a full day on that ticket is if whoever's signing your ticket, signing your paperwork, if they sign for you to have 8 hours or more. Now, I've been on some tickets where me and my coworkers, this happened a couple of years ago, me and my coworkers show up to the job. Okay, the man didn't show up that day, right? So what ended up happening, we ended up having to call the office to talk to the dispatch. So the dispatch was like, she called the man. The man was like, oh, I forgot. I'm not coming in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Tell him to come back Monday. But he told her to pay us for 8 hours. Okay, cool. So we all come back Monday. Everybody come back Monday. I'm going to tell you how long we was out there. We was out there maybe 2-3 hours the most. Yo, we got ready to get off. The man was like, okay, y'all did a good job. Y'all can go now. So he signed our ticket, not for 8 hours, but he gave us 11. So we all left. We were happy that day. I was so happy that day. I was so happy that day. I was like, oh, happy day. I was so happy that day. Because that meant I got to get off early so I could go chill. Yo, why I come back to where everyone was hanging at and them dudes that was in the crew was all fighting over one girl. All fighting over one girl. But I'm going to tell y'all something about her. I don't mean no harm. I don't want y'all to say nothing. I don't mean no harm. That girl was something serious. That girl was something serious. Even I was in love with the girl. I y'all don't know. Y'all, I used to be so glad when she didn't want to be fucking with them niggas and be like, come on, hooray. And me and her be walking down the street. We get on the bus together. We go to the restaurant. We're eating. We chilling. Yo, everything going good. And here come these fucking niggas trying to move in on my girl. Man, you know I was mad as hell. I was mad as hell. But there was nothing I could do. What I'm gonna do? Get up and start fighting 2 or 3 niggas over a bitch? I'm not getting beat up for no bitch. I am not getting beat up for fighting over a bitch with some niggas. I'm not doing it. You can have her. You can have You can you can have her. I don't care. See, that's what I like. That's what I like about New York, right? You could be dating a bitch, right? And you ain't got that drama. Down here, oh, and please don't let the bitch be young. Please don't let the bitch be young. Yo, I was 45 years old. The bitch was 28. Wait a minute, how old was this bitch? Because she just had a birthday. Her birthday was November the 1st. She just had a birthday. So she just turned 34. She just turned 34. I'm how old? 52? I don't give a fuck. Anyway, to make a long story short, every time I see the bitch and she notices it's me, she'll give me a hug and a kiss and be like, Ray, Ray, my Ray. I be like, bitch, please. You run around here with these niggas. I can't compete with no nigga. I don't care what kind of strap on you use, what kind of dildo you use, what kind of head action you got. You cannot compete with a fucking nigga. But we got some bitches out here. And I don't think anyone has ever heard me call myself a he or a him or a his. I never told nobody to call me Mr. Arabia. I never told anyone to call me Mr. Barbosa. I never told anyone to call me Mr. BT 1000. I never said that. I always knew my lane. I always knew my place. I always knew my pronouns. I'm a she, I'm a bitch. But you got some bitches. Oh, Lord have mercy. They got a deep voice. They look more masculine than I do, you guys. They look more masculine. And that nigga worrying about my hands? Oh, Lord, you should see their hands. What you say, Uncle L? On my way to get some coffee now. And then Holly Favor said, Uncle L, and she write 2 hearts. 2 pumped hearts. 2 blue hearts. Shout out to Holly Favorite. Shout out to Uncle L. Uncle L gonna get him some coffee. Shout out to the coffee. Yeah. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, let me finish. Yeah, I'm not gonna compete no man, no nigga about no bitch. And I'm not gonna compete with a bitch that actually thinks that she is a male pronoun. Those male pronoun bitches, they swear to God they got a live dick. And when they pee, I don't know how they be doing it, you guys. When they pee, I don't know how they be doing it. I be looking, I be like, damn, you got a little tube up there. How you? Plenty of practice, I guess. I don't know. And some of them got thick clitoris. Some of them got thick clitoris. Some of their clitorises is about as long and as thick as my middle finger, maybe a little shorter. Yeah. So we got some bitches running around here with thick ass clitorises. Am I saying it right? I think I need to read a book. I think I think I need to read a book because I don't think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I usually call it a click, a little man in the boat, little snake boy, something like that. But no, I guess the correct term is clitoris. Cle, 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 hold on. Clitoris. Don't that sound like somebody's name? mother looked at me when she gave birth to me, right? I don't know how she looked at me and be like, yo, her name is Arabia. Arabia. Shit. I look more like an Alex. I look like an Anthony. I look like a Raymond. I look like an Arthur. I look like my name could be Matthew. I look like my name could be William. I look like my name can be uh Sammy. My name could be Alex. I tell you, some people don't even call me by my first name. Some people just call me Ray. Like when Birdman was here, he would call me Raven. He wouldn't even call my name correctly. He'd be like Raven, Raven. Yeah, but some people actually call me Ray. Even when I was in prison, that was my handle. It wasn't Arabia for the inmates, and they didn't call me by my inmate number 221644. They called me Ray or Ray Ray or Shorty or something like that. You know what I mean? Something masculine. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good morning, VA. So we got Holly Favorite, we got VA, we got Uncle L, we got Tamika, we got Mika in the chat. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If I didn't say good morning to you, I'm saying good morning to you right now. I'm saying good morning to you right now. I hope you can hear me saying good morning. Good morning. Or should I say, habari za hasaburi. Habari za asaburi. Good morning. I'm saying in Swahili. In Spanish is buenos dias. That is such a plain way of saying good morning or hello to anyone. Buenos dias. That sounds so. Sounds so lame. That's why I be like, que lo que mi gente. I be like that. Yo, que lo que mi gente. O que lo que mi corazón. Corazón means heart. Cielo means sky, heaven, stuff like that. And more interesting ways of saying hello or good morning or how are you. You know what I mean? Word. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Okay. We're over here by the police station, and we're over here by the housing authority. This is the housing authority right here for this area. I don't really see people going in there. To be honest, since I've been here in Charleston, South Carolina, I only been in that building one time. Only been in that building one time. And I'm going to tell you something about them. If you, in certain parts of South Carolina, they didn't do that to me when I was in Greenville, because I used to live in Greenville and I was on Section 8. But if you go to Columbia or Charleston or any place like that, and let's say you are a convicted felon, even though my crime, my conviction had nothing to do with drugs or guns or nothing like that, I still can't get no housing. Not in this area. What? I went to that fucking office a few years ago. They was like, oh, fill out this paperwork. You're going to be on the waiting list and blase, blase. Now, we have to ask you this question. It's right there on the paper. Have you ever been convicted of a felony conviction? So I'm telling these clowns, yeah, right? And I'm telling them that the crime happened like over 20 years ago. They said, we do not care. We are not concerned about when it happened. We just know that you do not qualify. You do not qualify for housing. You do not qualify. I said, ain't that some shit? I can't move into the projects, nothing. I went to the food stamp office last week. Not last week, but yeah, last week and last year. And these motherfucking clowns, these fucking fools, gonna tell me I don't qualify for food stamps. I said, what? What do you mean I don't qualify for food stamps? I don't have Oprah Winfrey money. They said they do not care. And when they rounded up how much I made, like for that year, whatever, they said I made too much money. Too much money? So that means, like when I want to go to the grocery store or Walmart or anything like that, I got to use straight cash. I can't even buy no food stamps because half of these niggas run around here with empty food stamp card. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie. Some of these niggas got a food stamp card. Talking about, and I remember because I was standing right outside Family Dollar last week trying to get on the bus because I had worked all that day. And the man come by, he said, food stamps for sale, food stamps for sale. You want to buy some food stamps? I guess use his EBT card and then I pay him the difference with cash. I said, man, ain't nobody doing that shit. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You ain't got nothing on no food stamp card. That nigga walked off. I tell you, these some badass hustlers around here. These some terrible hustlers. I ain't never seen nothing like this before in my life. Even New York niggas got better hustle than these dudes down here. I don't know. What can I say? What can I say? At least I don't have to live with them. I don't have to deal with them at all. And I'm telling you, man, this place be off the chain. Be off the chain, man. Well, I guess we finally at our destination, you guys. Hey, good morning, you guys.
Oh, get out of here.
Get out of here.
You heard me. Bro, get back. Get back. Hey. Don't cuss me up, though.
Oh, okay. I'm out. He said, you heard us say, get out of here. Because they sitting there drinking beers. They having a good old time. Oh, Lord, I wish I could have a good old time, too. Well, if I try to have a good old time, I'd be in the hospital. I can't have a good old time. A good old time might cost me to stop breathing forever and ever. All right, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming with me. I appreciate you walking with me. It's been a wonderful walk. Ooh. Oh, Lord, it's been a long walk. I'll tell you. Oh, that's a good thing, VA. Oh. All right, everybody. I thank everyone for coming in. Y'all have a awesome and wonderful day, and I love you. And shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my chat warriors, my walkers, the one that actually walk with me and go with me places, so I don't be by myself. I'm out. Y'all have a good one.